So welcome to Karan Batra, and this time we bring you yet another founder. He is one person who can solve all your problems, and he can also tell you how to migrate to GST, which is very important today if you have to stay upskilled. And now we have the founder of Chartered Club. Let's get to know his story in his own words. Welcome to Karan Batra. How are you doing today?
Hi Linton, I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm doing fine, just as fine, and I'm so happy to have you out of your busy schedule, I must say that. So my first question is, how your entire journey began? How did you come up with the concept of Chartered Club?
So I started way back in 2009 as a student entrepreneur.
Okay.
And that time there was nothing on the internet, there were no communities, no nothing. So I was just trying to create a group of my friend circle, and that group expanded and expanded and expanded. Just to tell you, Facebook pages was started in the month of August 2009.
Okay.
And the day it was started, I had my page live.
Wonderful.
Because I was working even before that. Before that, I had a community on Orkut. So it's been a journey of more than 10 years.
That is great. So I want to know one thing. Then how did you start? I mean, did you have a job earlier? Were you a college student, and as soon as you got out of college, you got to know the Facebook concept, you got into it, or did you drop out? What's the story behind it?
So as a student only, I got fascinated by Facebook, and I used to spend a lot of time on Facebook, so I tried to build something out of Facebook. And by the time I qualified, I already had some clients. So it's not that I would say that immediately after graduating I stepped into business. Side by side I was doing something, and by the time I graduated I had something substantial to focus into.
Brilliant. So from an ongoing process, now I want to ask you a question, and that is, how does a Chartered Club work? How does a Chartered Club work exactly?
So Chartered Club actually is an online community wherein we try to simplify taxes. We try to simplify taxes for the common man, for the accountants, for the chartered accountants. So our main aim is to train the accountants who then go and educate the business community and the whole of India on what is to be done and how it is to be done. So when the demonetization was there, we did a lot of technical aspects wherein we trained the CAs on what is to be done, and they then inform the businesses. So now GST is coming, we are right now training the CAs who will then again go and train the businesses.
Okay, getting you on that particular point when you mentioned about GST, I was researching about you when I got to know I will get an opportunity to interview you. I went through your GST course that's also available in the Pendrive. Please tell us about it.
So actually we did a course which was attended by more than 1,000 chartered accountants live.
Amazing.
Inside an auditorium. They were attending it live, and the demand was so huge that we actually had to get bouncers to stop the entry. So what we did was, on special request, we recorded all those videos, and we are now giving those classes in the form of a pendrive so that people can plug and play from anywhere across India.
So smartness unleashed now, thanks to Chartered Club. Now my question is, I understand that your journey started back in 2009. You were smart enough and you grabbed on the opportunity, and thanks to Facebook and thanks to you now that you're helping a lot of people. So my question is, what were the hardships or the issues that you faced in your work?
So as a startup entrepreneur, there are a lot of roller coaster rides. You go up, you go down. The day you have a client, you are high. The day you don't have any business, you are sad. So that's a part of life. But some of the key aspects were building a team. Oh, that's very difficult. Getting a place to start up. You can't continue working from your home always.
Makes sense.
And getting somebody to understand your issues. As a startup, you go to your friends who are doing the job, they won't understand the issues. You go to people who are doing a normal business, they won't understand. So you need colleagues. So interacting with colleagues, mentoring, discussions, that is very important.
And building a major network like yourself. So now my question is, what would be a tip that you want to give to the budding entrepreneurs who are trying to come into your line of work?
I would say that don't always go solo. Try to build a team, because it is at the end of the day, it is the team who does everything. And take your time. Don't rush on with anything. Take your time. The world is not going anywhere. There were opportunities 10 years back, there are opportunities today, and there would be opportunities 10 years down the lane as well. So if you think that tomorrow the opportunity will evaporate, no. There will be some opportunity. The new opportunities keep on coming up. So don't rush on. Take your time.
So if there's a lot of evaporation of opportunities, what do you need to bust the stress and get high on?
See, as a startup entrepreneur, you don't need something to get high on. It is your startup that you're high on, and that is why you're an entrepreneur. If you're not high on your startup, please don't be an entrepreneur.
Amazing, amazing. It was a brilliant conversation with the founder of Chartered Club. And yes, one more thing to say. When he says that there are a lot of leaps and bounds and ups and downs and it's a roller coaster ride, don't forget to put on your seatbelt. And yes, you need to understand that you have to be passionate about what you're doing. And if you want to save taxes, you need to go to Chartered Club. The link is down below. And meanwhile, subscribe to the channel so that we can give you more founders and more knowledge to grab your hands on. Keep subscribing.